Hi, collective. Welcome in. Whoever I am picking up on today, you are completely rewriting your story, or you have rewritten your story, or you're about to rewrite your story. You have decided, I am not letting anyone else say who I am or who I believe in or what I believe in. You are not letting anyone else's opinions of you make a difference or be the story, right? These false narratives or whatever it is, like the gossip. You're like, no, that's not how this is going to go down. I get to decide who I am. I get to decide how my story goes, or who I am and what I do and what I believe in. So you decided that all that stuff that happened back there, the betrayal, the heartbreak, all the people that abandoned me or stabbed me in the back or whatever it was for you, I am going to heal and I am going to use that to propel me forward. And now you're standing in your power and you're rewriting your story. You are nothing like you used to be back there. People don't even recognize you anymore. They're like, oh my gosh, collective is like so different. Why are they so different? Well, because the old you died. There's no more old collective. Like, you're a completely new and different person. You definitely had a rebirth or whatever you want to call it, but you are rewriting your story. You decided, no, no one gets to tell me who I am. Nobody gets to say what I believe in. You decided you're going to be your own best friend. You're going to be like you in universe, you in spirit, whoever you believe in, whoever your God is. You're like, it's just us. And I'm going to do the hard work. I'm going to do the shadow work. I'm going to get through it somehow. And whoever I'm picking up on, and it could be many of you, just only take this as it resonates. Okay. This is a general collective reading. So, but you're just like, hey, I'm going to believe even if I can't see it. And I am going to just figure out who I am. And you started to do the work and you started to figure out who you are. You started to remember who you are. And you're like, oh, okay, you know what? They can say whatever they want. It doesn't matter to me anymore because I know who I am. I go within for answers and I'm writing my story. So there's that. So that is the overall energy of this reading here. So, okay, let's go ahead and get some more energy on this and see what Spirit wants you to know for your highest and greatest good. But I just want to let you know that if you haven't heard it, I am super proud of you, and Spirit is super proud of you. And just please take a moment to just like think about how far you've really come. Okay, just be like, okay. And this could be in a very short amount of time. This could be a year, 6 months, it could be a couple years, just it doesn't matter. Like time, so-called time doesn't matter. But think about how you used to be. Think about where you came from. You could have come from rock bottom and now you're a completely different person, right? You could be writing about your experience or sharing about your experience. You could be teaching others. You could be doing so many things. And just really, really think about how far you've come and be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself because you have done an awesome job. Really, you've done an amazing job. So I just want to let you know that I'm really proud of you and you are loved and you are safe and you are protected and you're doing amazing, sweetie. You're doing amazing. Okay, let's jump into it. All right, Spirit. Okay, yeah. All right, we have irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. Absolutely. Look at that. There is no one like you, okay? There is no one like you. You love and you love completely. You love unconditionally. It feels like you give everybody a chance, a second chance, a third chance, or that might have been the old you. Now you're just like, hey, these are my expectations, or this is what I'm looking for. If you don't match my vibration, sorry, gotta go. But you are irreplaceable. There is no one like you. Yeah. Okay. What do we have here? We've got new chapter. Exactly. New chapter. You're moving on, you're rewriting your chapter, you're realizing that this next chapter is it's not your last chapter. It's like it's the best chapter of your life. I'm getting goosebumps. We've got shock, sudden changes. Someone was unsatisfied. I wasn't happy with the way things were going, and I left when things got hard. Yeah, this could have been someone who shocked you by leaving suddenly. This probably shocked you into your awakening or your healing. And I'm also getting that whoever you were dealing with, they're shocked that you rewrote your story. They're shocked. They're looking at you now like, who's collective? Who is that? That's not who I was with back there. But they do recognize that you are irreplaceable. Even whoever you were back there, you were irreplaceable. And now it's like collective 4.0. It's the higher vibration, the higher level collective. And they knew back then you were irreplaceable. Now it's like you're untouchable. You're just untouchable. So whoever you were dealing with, they just couldn't handle when things got really hard, and they dipped out on you. This unsatisfied feels like an excuse. I wasn't happy the way things were going. Okay, well, if you're not happy, change, right? Not happy, change. Don't just run away. If you run away, you're taking your problems with you. The problems just don't disappear. And usually the problems are within us, right? It's like we have to change something. Just saying. And I'm going to light this candle real quick. All right. Cool. All right, tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, there's soul contract here. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. There was lessons learned on both sides of this. If this was a breakup, or it feels like that. A lot of these readings are about an ex, but this could have been a family member or a friendship. Soul contracts can be with lovers, they can be with friends, they can be with people you work with. So just take it as it applies to your story. But there were lessons learned here on both sides. What is this shock, Spirit? Something definitely was surprising. You were not expecting this, or they were not expecting this. It feels like there was a lot of complacency here, and then all of a sudden something just happened. But that was a big turning point in your healing, and you're standing up and saying, no, this isn't going to be my story. My story doesn't end with XYZ. My story doesn't end with me hitting rock bottom. My story doesn't end with my partner leaving. My story doesn't end with my family member being crappy to me and then, dipping. Or my story doesn't end with someone stealing something from me. Or my story doesn't end with a loved one passing on and then I can't move on, or something like that. Whatever, fill in the blank for whatever applies to you. Yeah, we've got moving on, cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need. This taught you a lot of lessons, or taught you the lesson that you needed to learn, that Spirit wanted you to learn. This was very important. This was something that your soul needed to learn to move forward. It kind of feels like this shock energy is here because you could have gotten signs like, hey, this isn't for you. This isn't working. You could have been trying to make it work. And excuse me, Spirit's like, mm-mm, this isn't for you. You're not supposed to be here. And so universe, Spirit was just like, dropped a tower on your head. It was like, no, you can't be here. Okay, what else, Spirit? Give me one more, please. Give me one more, please. It's not easy to just stand up and say, no, I'm going to rewrite my story, because we have so many people around us that are trying to feed us illusions, trying to tell us who we are, trying to be like, hey, you can't do this and you're not good enough for this and all of these things, you know. So it's for you to stand up and be like, no, I know my worth. I know who I am. I'm going to stand, you know, I'm going to be sovereign, independent. I'm going to stand in my power. No, you're not going to tell me. Like that takes courage and bravery. And that's awesome. Yeah. Because it's so easy for people to just run. For people to just be like, "Oh no, I'm afraid and I'm just going to run. I'm going to escape. And you know what? That's not going to be my problem anymore. I'm just going to pick up and move, or I'm just going to run away from it, and then I don't have to think about it or whatever." And you didn't run. You didn't. You said, no, this will not be my story. Mm-mm. That's, yeah. Okay, what else, Spirit? Okay, we've got disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel. Yeah. This feels like it goes both ways. So disagreements back and forth. Boy, I don't miss that. It's kind of like that thing where you want someone to understand so badly how you feel, and they want the same thing. And it's kind of like you're both talking, but no one's listening. And it just goes back and forth, back and forth. And it's so exhausting, right? You ever have a conversation with someone and it's just goes in circles, and it's so exhausting, it's so draining, and you're like, what just happened? We didn't agree on anything, we didn't solve anything, and I just feel tired. That's what this feels like. Someone was committed to misunderstanding you, and they just wanted to tell you who you are, and you're like, no. No one's going to tell me who I am. I'm going to either find out who I am, or yeah, or I'm just going to find out who I am, or I'm going to remember who I am, but you're not going to tell me who I am. And this doesn't come, I mean, it might have come from ego at first, but you don't get to tell me who I am. You healed your heart. You healed your heart. That's really hard to do, but you did it. That's awesome. I see your side of the story. Someone's starting to understand your side of it. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's get a couple more cards here. Let's see. Who is starting to understand your side of the story? Well, when you constantly have disagreements, with someone that like you feel like they don't understand. Like they're not going to understand you no matter what. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you see my side of the story? Like, what did that take? Maybe they healed their heart. I don't know, but this was a very abusive relationship. Whoever this is resonating for, you got out of something real tough, real abusive. And this doesn't have to be physical abuse. This could be serious emotional abuse. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Serious mental abuse. All right. They wanted control, not connection. They wanted control, not connection. Okay. Tell me more. They could be understanding your side of the story now. Could have had a lot of space away, or space and time away. You were with a very controlling person. You could have gone through NPD abuse. Okay, I'm focused on my growth. Yes, you are focused on your growth and you are rewriting your story. That's amazing. I don't repeat what I have repaired. That's right. Yep, don't go back to what you've healed from, what you've already healed from, or what you've had to heal from. Yeah, the thing about being controlled is that a lot of times, because I'm just speaking from my experience, a lot of times you don't know that you're being controlled until you're out of it. Spiritual narc alert. You could have been dealing with a spiritual narcissist. And yes, that is a thing. Absolutely. It is absolutely a thing. Someone preying on you spiritually, someone knowing who you are spiritually, or knowing what you have coming. Like if you're still asleep, or you haven't really awoken to who you are yet, or what your abilities or your gifts are, but someone else can see that and they try to keep you asleep, that's one way that a spiritual narc can attack you. And also doing like spell work, or gossiping, things like that, like word magic. And then also, like, if you're not with this person anymore, they can definitely spiritually attack you, creating illusions, constant illusions, trying to keep you in illusions by using substances and alcohol, stuff like that, trying to keep you in a myriad of illusions so you don't wake up to who you are, things like that. I'm sure there are other ways, but I'm just speaking from my experience. But they are facing some serious karma for what they've done to you. Yeah. Whoever I'm speaking to, you've gone through some serious spiritual warfare that has also strengthened you, though. And again, you are rewriting your story. So all of this stuff that they put you through, that's part of your story now. And you're like, hey, I went through all of this, but I am very strong, and they can't destroy you. Controlling people typically think that they can control you, make you submit to them, and destroy you, but they had another thing coming because they didn't know who you really were. They had an idea of who you were, who you are, but they didn't know who was protecting you. Your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides. You've got God in your corner. You are highly protected, and they did not account for that. They just didn't. Yeah. Because they're not sorry. They might understand your side now, but they're not sorry for what they did. They're not sorry. The spiritual narc is not sorry. And you can't heal what you won't face. I feel like this is their energy. Everybody has the choice to heal. Everybody can heal. You've just got to do the work. But they won't face it. They won't face their shadow. They refuse to face it. Yeah. You healed, they didn't. But guess what, collective? Your light is needed in this world. Your light is needed. Your story is needed. And it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I love it. Okay. Let's get... I can't wait to hear your story or read your story or listen to your story, whatever it is. I love it. I love it. They could not stop you. These narcs, they think that they're so like God's gift, right? They think that they're the masters of the universe, but they're not. It's like, would you just sit down and heal? Would you just sit down and heal? You did what God asked you to do. Spirit, universe, whoever you subscribe to. You healed, or you're healing. You're moving forward. You're rewriting your story, and you're successful. And you need to hear this. You are successful, and you're getting a new beginning because you did the work. Look at all these wands. Wands are action. You're awesome because you faced your shadow. You faced what you needed to heal, and that stuff is not easy. I'm here to tell you it is not easy, and you know this. Whoever I'm speaking to, look at this, collective. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. New beginnings, new business, new relationships, new whatever you want, new love. You love yourself. My dog. I put her toy up and she legit just jumped up and got it. Hey, she was going after what she wants. That's a message. Go after what you want, collective. You did the work. Absolutely. Okay, what is the advice here for my collective, my truth seekers? We can find out what their karma is too. Should we do that first? Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just get a little peek of what their karma is, and then we'll get advice. Okay, Spirit, what is the karma for whoever collective is dealing with? What's their karma, please? If it is your will for us to see. What is their karma? I'm just so dang proud of y'all. So proud. Ooh, King of Wands reversed. They're gonna be players for life. That's sad. Okay. All right. King of Wands reversed, Page of Pentacles. They don't have much to offer. Give me one more, Spirit. They're not going to be able to do much with their creativity. Their creativity is blocked. And it feels like they're going to be watching you. Hi, honey. Not freaking confirmation. They're going to be watching you get everything you've ever wanted, everything you've worked for, everything you've dreamed of. Yeah. Well, they're just kind of left with this one pentacle, like, hey, remember me? But with this King of Wands reversed, I am getting that they're going to be blocked. They're going to be blocked with their creativity. The King of Wands usually reverse gives me kind of like a player energy, so I'm not sure that they're going to really find real love, which is really sad. Okay, anything else for this karma, Holy Spirit? Anything else? Until they heal, until they can take accountability for what they did. You can't heal what you can't face, right? You got to face your shadow. Ace of Pentacles reverse. This is going to hit their abundance, whatever that means. If it's their pockets, their bank account, love, opportunities, and their career, anything that they want, like whatever their wish fulfillment is, opportunities are good. They're going to be stuck. They're not going to get it. That's their karma. She's playing with her toy. Okay, what else, Spirit? Give me one more for this karma, please. Oh, thank you. Oops. The sun. Everything they did is going to be illuminated. The light is going to be shined. Yeah. Everything you do in the dark always comes to light. The truth always comes out. Yeah. Absolutely. They're going to be left out in the cold and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Watching you. Yeah. Sadly, nothing's really going to be working out for them until they face what needs healing. They're going to be watching you be happy and get the things that you want, the wheels in your favor. Okay, let's get some advice for the collective. What is your advice? What is my collective's advice? My truth seekers and my wisdom warriors. Yeah. They get their own toys, and she's always taking his toys. And then she can destroy them in like, I don't know, 5 minutes. She's very good. She's very good at it. But he just lets her. He's like, okay, you can have it. All right, Spirit. What is the advice for my beautiful collective? I love that you became your own best friend. I love that. Two of Cups. Keep loving yourself. Keep going on this journey that you're on. The Two of Cups, relationships. When I see the Two of Cups, I mean, yeah, it can be a love card. It can be like, yes, but in this reading, I'm reading the Two of Cups as like you with spirit, like you with whatever you want, whatever you're manifesting, you and your story, the story that you're writing. Like you are solid in who you are, and what you want and what you're manifesting is going to come true. It's like, it's so beautiful. They're on the beach. And the background, like the sun. Oh, look at this card. It's just such a beautiful card. It's like you're gonna get everything you want because you did the work. It's so beautiful. And it absolutely could be a relationship. Like if you want someone who is enlightened like you are and on the same journey, wants the same things that you want. Like you're waiting for that person, and like you don't really have the same expectations as you used to. Like they don't have to be 6 foot tall and have like, a corporate job and all of these things. You have different ideas about that. You're just like, hey, I really just want someone who can see my value and who is like spiritually awake and who's on the same journey and who is can stand on their own, happy, healthy, whole, stuff like that. Who can match your vibe? You know what I'm saying? That's so cool. Yeah, we've got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom too. But luck is definitely on your side. You're gonna get what you, yeah, you're gonna get what you are asking for. So you've been through it. Okay, Spirit, what else with this Two of Cups? Tell me more. Beautiful. It's like you see someone's spirit. You're like, I want a good spirited person, right? I don't care what they look like or who they were back there. I care about the news story. Like, who are you in the spirit, right? Tell me more. Wheel of Fortune. Yes, Two of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Are you kidding me? That is beautiful. Keep doing what you're doing, collective. Yeah. You are just, look at her. She just chilling in the water. She just like, yeah. I am peaceful and I am happy with who I am. You're so comfortable with who you are. Like, yeah, if I want to just jump in the lake in my birthday suit, that's what I'm going to do. I don't care who thinks something about it. Yeah, you could live near the mountains. I'm getting Colorado from this. I don't know why. You could be from Colorado. Yeah, you're just like, I'm going to be me. And I don't care what you think. I'm just going to be me. This is my story now, and you either like it or you don't. And that's okay. Because I'm going to go towards the people who love and appreciate me for who I am in the spirit. Right? I'm going to find my tribe. And my tribe's going to find me. You don't have to like me. That's okay. If you don't like me, bye. That's cool. I hope you find your tribe. Love and light. Okay, Spirit. Anything else? I love this. Anything else? Thank you, Spirit. Ace of Cups at the bottom. We've got Six of Swords and Three of Wands. Are you kidding me? You are moving forward towards your dreams. Look at this. This is more confirmation, collective. Not only have you rewritten your story, this is like your version of happily ever after. And it's your version, okay? I don't mean like the Disney version where it's like, oh, the prince, the princess, the carriage and the marriage and all. No, it's your version. Could be traveling. I want to travel the world. I want to be by myself. It's okay to be by yourself. I want to be independent, and free and travel the world. Yeah. Or I want to get married. Cool. Or whatever it is for you, it's your story. It's your happy ending. But you're going to get it. I just need you to see this, okay? 2 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Swords, 3 of Wands. This is like really good energy, collective. This is your story that you are writing, rewriting. Yeah. Look at that. That's beautiful. That is amazing. And you, the look on this guy's face, you're like, you really don't care who feels a certain type of way about it. It's not like you don't care, but you're at peace. You're at peace because these people who are not sorry, who just wanted to control you, who refuse to heal, that are spiritual narcissists, they chose not to go with you. They made their decision, and you stood up and you said, no, this will not be my story. I get to choose how my story goes. And you're just having your cup of coffee. You got your camera right there. And you're like, there's definitely something about mountains and water. And you're like, I don't care, because the world is my oyster. There's so much more out there. The world is so much bigger than what I went through, or who these people are, these spiritual narcs. The world is so much bigger. There's like 8 billion people in this world? The world is your oyster, collective. It's your choice. You are writing your own story. Queen of Wands. Haha. You're beautiful. No gender. And I'm looking at this candle, and the wax is like so cool. Look at that. Can you guys see that? The wax has not melted like this. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like this really cool. It almost looked like a chair, like a throne. When I was looking at it, it looked like a throne. So you are, yeah, we've got Knight of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. You are just moving right forward to whatever it is that you're manifesting, all of your opportunities, your Wheel of Fortune, like whatever it is for you. This story that you're writing has a happy ending, has the fairy tale ending, but it's going to be a lot different than Disney, I promise you. Nothing about Disney, you know. I mean, they have Star Wars and stuff, and I like Star Wars. So, okay, all right, let's get a fairy card, and then we will close this out. Awesome. I didn't know before I had my spiritual awakening. I had no idea that I could rewrite my story. I had no idea that I could just find out who I truly was and be who I truly am. I had no idea. So that's why I'm so excited about this. All right, we have 4 cards here. We have fairy spotting, nature signs, healing, and life energy. Right? It's time to go fairy spotting. It said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. Yeah, that's what I was kind of picking up on. Like you believed that you could do this before you could tangibly like see something, touch, feel something. You believed in yourself, and you believed in spirit and universe. Like you had the faith to do this, and you did it. There's a need to get out in nature. Yeah, you can get signs in nature. So yeah, Mother Gaia might resonate with you. Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. You could talk to animals. Animals could talk to you. Healing. Now is a time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. Yep, healing. Again, everybody has a choice to heal. Everybody. You gotta face it though. You gotta face your shadow. We all have one. And then we have life energy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. Okay, I love you, Spirit. Just like we were talking about. You can't heal something that you don't face. So it's time to face the shadow if this resonates with you. Okay? Even the fairies are telling y'all. It's time. It's time to shine the light on the shadow and heal. Yeah, you got to heal your shadow. I will tell you that it's totally worth it. Is it hard? Yes. You know what else is hard? Being unhealed, living in your shadow, having to learn like lesson after lesson after lesson and getting tower after tower after tower. So, okay. Congratulations. For those of you that are rewriting your story, I'm so proud of you. Spirit is so proud of you. Yay! Okay, collective, that was your message. I hope that it was helpful. Remember, don't dim to fit in, shine bright, and live true. If this message resonated, please hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and share, and I will see you in the next video.